What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be discussing some of the most miraculous things that could ever happen to a player in Madden. A friend of the stream donated Lawrence Taylor to us, guys, so we're going to actually be able to do a lot more with the squad right now. Pretty much, I guess the dude just felt sorry for me, like, yo, bro, I see you out here struggling. Hold this Lawrence Taylor right quick. So we went ahead and did the trade. He gave it to me. I'm like, yo, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Obviously, I don't accept, trades from a lot of people. This guy has been around for a very, very long time. So shout out to him. And thank you for donating to the stream and for the YouTube content and everything like that, because now you guys will be able to get a little bit more insight into the card. So at this point, I spoke out about the fact that we're not going to need Adalius Thomas because Elvis Dumerville gets the 49er chem. So we can't get rid of him, even though Adalius Thomas is better than him. It doesn't make any sense to go ahead and get rid of him. Plus the positioning situation, Adalius Thomas just has to go. So regardless of what his, situation is for your team, my team, because of the chemistries and everything, the way that it works with the 49ers, he's not going to work for me. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to raid sell him now. All right, we're going to get all this stuff back, and then we're going to, pretty much go ahead and upgrade LT, get him in the game, see how he is. We'll look at some of his numbers right now and get that all situated, and then we'll figure everything else out. Now, I don't know exactly how much Adalius's price has dropped since the last video because it started to steadily come down. Initially, people are going to go after cards that have the ability to get edge threat because it's such an important factor with the game that you need to. So that's come down. It was at 24 before. So we'll go ahead and get rid of it for 18. We're not trying to go get rich off of this. We just need to get coins and continue to build the squad up. That's pretty much what we're looking to do. We're not trying to go crazy, break the bank or anything like that. We're just simply trying to go ahead and outmaneuver, some of the other players that are out there currently doing whatever they're doing. So that's the situation right there. So we're going to go back up and get his higher overall card, wherever that is, right here, the 89. And then we're going to see what that's about because it's still an 89. So it's going to have value. So 213. All right, earlier we saw it at about 248. If you want to just grab the coins now and not worry about anything, always just go for the 99 at the end of the number. So it's at 213. All right, cool. Let somebody get happy, get their edge threat, 199K right now. Bro, first dibs. Go grab it, power him up, have fun. He is an unbelievable card, but unfortunately, we're dealing with the greatest linebacker of all time in NFL history. You could probably argue he was the greatest defensive player, but when you start doing that, people start bringing up Deion Sanders, and you can't really neglect the fact that Deion Sanders is an absolute, just an absolute monster. So, that debate will be for another time. You guys saw that I used some of this training to actually, power up Atwater. Now we have to go back and give EA another 1200 training to keep this going. EA in this training situation is really, really wild, but they're very, very smart. Whoever came up with it is a genius. You can't knock the fact that they are getting us every single time, and it doesn't even matter. We're just using training all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But now we get to give him his edge threat, and that's going to make a difference, obviously. Because, again, the biggest thing about edge threat is that you don't need to rush a lot of people in order to get the same pressure. So you have a lot of people just running around doing whatever they want, sending 3, and sometimes 2. If you see some of this, some recent gameplay, you'll see people sending 2, and the edge threats are just fighting, and then eventually they get back there. So we're going to go ahead and put them into the lineup right now, and then, ultimately we're probably going to do some weekend league over at, on the Twitch channel at GmiasWorld. Maybe I'll hit you guys with a YouTube stream to let you guys see some action with Lawrence Taylor, but again, he's an upgrade, a major upgrade over Adalius. All right, now if you are not a 49er theme team, you could possibly get LT and keep Adalius, because in my opinion, Adalius is better than Elvis Dumerville. So don't get it twisted. It's not like the dude is not better than him. He is. But just for my scheme specifically, I have 25 49ers. So I need that +1 speed for all of my players. I can't jeopardize what we've been building to just go ahead and do that. So that's something that's necessary for me. It may not be the same for you. You know what I'm saying? You might be like, yo, you know what? Get up out of here. Elvis Dumerville, get up out of here. You garbage. And I can't be mad about that. But let's also check something else out. He gets secondary positions, but what does he get? Okay, so he can be a left outside linebacker in case you guys wanted to keep your chems. That is a huge factor that some of you guys were asking about. You know, Gmia, what if it's out of position? Well, he gets a secondary position. So you would pay for this with more training because EA is not trying to give away anything. And then you would go ahead and you can get the same thing by putting him over in a Doomerville spot. All right, so if that was the situation that you wanted to go ahead and go with. So here we go right now, 88 speed, 91 excel. Now, one of the big things about LT is that acceleration. I don't know if you guys remember, but Warren Sapp in Madden 20, he was an absolute beast. And a lot of people always wondered, yo, Gmia, why is he so good? Well, he's so good because he had that acceleration at a D tackle position where he was over 300 pounds and he was ready to rock and roll with your moms. So that's a very, very, that's a very, very interesting thing that Lawrence Taylor's numbers are so crazy because you're able to do so much more. So now he is by far the best linebacker on the squad. Before we go ahead and, activate his ability, I just wanted to show you what with this card, this segment right here. Quickly looking at it, 87 block shedding, 90 power moves, 88 finesse moves. So he's at the threshold for all of that. And some of you guys were asking, Gmia, what do you think about the thresholds? What if I don't put abilities on, on LT and put them out there? Well, if you don't do that, then you're asking for it. Because EA Sports is not in the business of making attributes matter, dude. So if you come out and you do it like that, you are going to face the wrath of EA. There is nothing else to say about it, bro. If that's what you want to do, like, listen, I'm not going to be mad at you. Actually, you know what I could do? I could give him an X factor, right? Because what do you guys think? You think, what is it, LT going to be getting a lot of sacks? We could give him a, it doesn't cost any AP. We could go, but we need 500 training for it. We can give him, something like Unstoppable Force or something, so when he starts getting a lot of sacks, or we could just leave him where he is, because to be honest with you, it's very, very rare in a game that you get somebody that's like that. But you know what? It is LT. We're gonna do it. Okay, rushing right end. Okay, let's edit that. I must have had the other idiot there. Where is he? Okay, yeah, rushing right end. We must have had the other guy there. But do we need to keep? Who are the best guys there? Yeah, why don't we just put this guy there, so that way we don't have to worry about it. I don't know about, because he's a rushing right end, and then in some formations it kind of messes up stuff. So do we want to put LT back there? I guess we'll just put LT there, bro. Look, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Whatever. We'll figure it out. Because now that I run a lot of different defenses, sometimes it can be a problem. And then also, when you do that, when you add somebody to another situation, specialist, you see how his superstar ability went away? I don't know what EA Sports is doing, why they do it, but I think they do it to torture me specifically. But I actually did that in the game where before I got out, I put him in as a specialist because it gave me that warning, and then I didn't do this. And I went into a game and I didn't have edge threat. And my butt cheeks were found later, like a month later, washed up ashore someplace else because I got totally dealt with. So after you put another card in any other position outside of the screen that you're on, always go back and check to make sure that, all your abilities are right, because EA does not give you another warning. If I leave that screen, I just don't know that LT is not ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just pretty much what it is. They're not going to give you another warning that's separate with that. So that's just something that you guys should probably keep in mind with that. Now, we need to get about, what is that, we need 57 training. So that's not a lot. We don't need to go and purchase anything. We all have garbage in our binders that we can quick sell and go ahead and get something out of it. So let's go ahead and do that right now to kind of make it easier for us so that we don't have to worry about too much. So we're going to go back and go newest, right? And then let's take a look at some of the stuff that we have. So the 76s and stuff like that, I would want to keep those a little bit. The 74, yeah, bro, whatever, dude. You know what I'm saying? You suck at the game. I ain't tripping, dude. All right, over here. Okay, what else you got? This right here. All right, this guy sucks. All right, how much is that? All right, so that's 119 training. So all you guys can go. All right, so we still got everybody pretty much rocking and rolling for the squad. All right, we go now. We're gonna go give him an X factor, because we're banking on the fact that if somebody is that ridiculous in the game to allow us to get our X factor, we're gonna make him pay for it. So let's go ahead and add what I had on, what did I have? Fearmonger? Unstoppable Force? I don't even know what I had on the dude, because I just rage sold him so quickly. I don't even know. I wasn't even thinking when I did it, bro. Like, he just had to go. He gets Selfless too. Now that, okay, Zodhawk Reinforced. I think I had Fearmonger on him. Chance to pressure the QB while engaged with a blocker. We're gonna go Unstoppable Force, because when I think about LT, that's pretty much what I think about. Like, I just think of him as an unstoppable force. So I'll just leave him there because he was an unstoppable force and a fearmonger mixed. Because the dude was just breaking people's legs and doing whatever he wanted. All right, let's go check out. Let's make sure his X Factor is activated over here. Okay, activate that. All right, so now we have 2 X Factors activated. Who's the other guy? Okay, Apke. He gets Zone Hawk. Now remember, it's not a big deal because we did recently in the last video, while we were, taking advantage of the market, we upgraded with Atwater. So we can actually, get Enforcer back, even though it doesn't work right now. It absolutely 100% doesn't work. We also can put some zones and stuff on Byron Jones and things like that if it was necessary. So we have a lot of different avenues we can go right now, but the bottom line is we were able to go ahead and secure Lawrence Taylor. I'm going to be getting some gameplay out for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, bro, it's going to be on and popping. We'll figure out if Lawrence Taylor is really that dude very, very shortly. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. Continue to be safe. One love, y'all.